back.
We are back. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Cisco.
My name's Ratu.
And we are the hosts of the Barely Brothers podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in.
We're the hosts. We're the hosts.
We're the hosts. We're the hosts. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is part 2 of our Avengers, or not Avengers, but MCU movie tier list. If you didn't watch part 1, I highly recommend watching that because we talk about it. We get into it.
I remember I had a shirt from Anchor Blue said, "Don't be about it, talk about it."
Don't be about it, talk about it. Not don't talk about it, be about it.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Take that first one out.
He's sipping on that lean. This got drugs in it. This is 80% lean.
The hell's in these pineapples?
Ow. But this is part 2 of our MCU movies tier list. I'm gonna quickly run through it. In Deer, we have the Incredible Hulk and
what?
In D.
Oh, in D. I thought you said in Deer.
In D category, we have the Incredible Hulk and Thor: Dark World. That's Thor 2. In C tier, we have Captain Marvel and Black Widow. Why? Because we didn't watch. B category, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp and Avengers: Age of Ultron, which is Avengers 2. A category, Ant-Man, the first one, Thor, the first one, Shang-Chi, and Thor Ragnarok. And in S tier, we have Avengers 1, Iron Man 1, Black Panther, and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, which is what we ended on. If you guys want to find out why we put these movies in those categories, make sure you watch the last episode. It's going to be a good watch.
Business.
Or it's none of your business.
Just mind your business.
Don't chat me, okay? Yeah. I don't want to hear it.
Don't want to hear it.
But seriously, at me because we don't get any engagement on these motherfuckers, okay? Please? Thank you. All right. We're going to pick off where we left off. Let me count how many movies we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14 movies left.
Jesus Christ.
14 movies left. So this should be really quick. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Actually, this might take just as long as the last one.
We're just going to do a little speed round. We'll just see. We'll see. We'll see, depending.
Some of these we're going to speed through.
Yeah.
A lot of these we're not.
Okay.
Because the first up on the list is going to be Captain America, the First Avenger. Captain America 1. Please enlighten us. Ratu, what do you think about the first Captain America?
That's tough.
That is tough.
It is tough because it's like...
It's the first
it's tough.
Of it. He is to Marvel what Superman is to DC.
Yeah.
He is the flagship character.
You know what? I'm gonna give it an A tier.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Give it an A tier just because it's a normal boy.
It's an origin story.
Yeah, it's an origin story. He's just a normal kid from the Bronx.
Yeah. Shows us his humble beginnings.
Yeah, he just wants to serve his country.
Yeah.
And y'all didn't want to do it because he didn't meet the standards.
Yes. He wanted to do right.
Yeah.
But then here comes freaky deaky super scientist serum motherfucking.
He just wanted to follow his best bro Bucky to serve the Stars and Stripes, and they didn't let him. And they finally let him. Sacrificed himself, jumped on the grenade. He showed balls,
courage.
That's what it's called, I guess. But
selflessness.
Yeah, I'll give it an A because it wasn't much, but it's just an origin story, and for an origin story, it was solid.
Yeah,
I
would say it's a higher A tier. It was better than Thor.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Okay.
But I don't think it was as good as the first Iron Man. So, my personal opinion. But I think they did a phenomenal job. I will agree with A tier. Next up, another origin story. But this one, at the time, was really like a low-key entry. Or a low-key addition to the MCU, which was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh.
Honestly.
S tier.
S tier.
I gotta do S tier. Great soundtrack, great storyline, hell of a lineup of a cast.
Yes.
The only time we've had I know that some of them are like, the only no button that we really didn't know was Mantis, I think. But everyone else, it's Chris Pratt.
Cool.
Zoe Saldana.
The Mantis is in volume 2.
No, what I mean is the star-studded cast.
Yeah,
The only one that wasn't really known, at least to me, at that time was Mantis.
Yeah. That's fair.
But, like I said, Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista. I mean, come on now.
Vin Diesel. Groot.
Vin Diesel. Just fucking highway robbery. Props to Vin Diesel. But a highway robbery for just saying one line a few different ways.
Do you know what Vin Diesel said he was saying the entire time? Like what I Am Groot was translated to?
What?
Family.
You got me. You really got me. Really got me. Because I was over here like when you said that, I was like, I think I know this, and I do. It was a freaking joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, and then Praying Mantis.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, have you seen Praying Mantis? Cut this out if you want. But man, that is a mantis that I would prey on. Anyways, like that's a pretty good. Like it's a big lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Taking like.
Even was it Bradley Cooper as Rocket?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
There you go. But yeah, like it's. And
yeah,
then
star-studded cast.
And then what's old boy's name?
Meryl from The Walking Dead.
Thank you. I hate that it was that, but I was gonna say that because I forgot his freaking name.
I forget his real name too.
No disrespect to what because I actually Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson.
No. Woody Harrelson. No, that's not him. Woody Harrelson.
That's not Woody Harrelson.
That's not Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson plays old boy in Zombieland.
They basically brothers.
They're not the same.
They basically brothers.
Oh fuck, that's hilarious. No, while he's looking it up, no, Guardians of the Galaxy was a sleeper release. There wasn't too much press about it when it first came out, but then it came in theaters and the hype just skyrocketed. From release day, it was phenomenal. Absolutely goated. Especially because I think this was the first time we saw a core team for
Michael Rooker.
That's it, Michael Rooker. He said Woody Harrelson.
Hey, they look just about alike.
No, they don't.
Acting wise,
no. But yeah, this is the first time we saw, like, outside of Avengers, this is the first time we saw a team that I see it. That was a core team for their mission objective, which was super dope. Yeah, I gotta give it S tier. Soundtrack, storytelling, great introduction. And that's how you introduce a fucking Infinity Stone, because that is what they were hovering over. Like,
there was a good few Easter eggs in it, like cameo wise as well.
Really?
Yeah. If you watch back and see it, there was actually a pretty good amount. I think
I can't remember off the top of my head.
James Gunn did a pretty good job with dropping a lot of Easter eggs in his in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Fair enough. Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy is S tier for sure. Next up on the list, ooh, gotta love it. Another sequel. That is a banger. That is better than the first. Iron Man 2. The introduction of Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. They show how Iron Man is going through the struggle
of having that in his chest.
Having that dog in him.
Sometimes you gotta let the dog bark, you guys.
You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, absolutely great, because it shows a lot of personal things that he's dealing with. Obviously,
that he's human.
Yeah, that he is human. That's one thing that they revolved around the Iron Man movies very well. Even Iron Man 3, which was we're going to talk about it in a minute. But that Tony Stark is human. He is a regular human. Yes, he's super intelligent. Yes, he has money, but he is
just like everyone else.
Yeah, just like everybody else.
Rich.
And he's dealing with like the toxic chemical, the poisoning from his source of his arc reactor, and how he's trying to find a new element, and then brings it back to his dad, basically creating Disneyland. That was Walt Disney.
It was Walt Disney for sure. Because I was
like, what are we watching? You know, he created the Stark
Stark Tech, basically.
Stark Tech, everything, and he created the new element and stuff, and it was just a lot of like groundwork, and we've said that quite a few times already. But again, this is literally like technically the third, but the second movie in the MCU.
Yep.
And it does lay good groundwork because it introduces Thor at the end, Black Widow, of course we have, but it shows how.
Don't forget what's his name?
Bill.
War Machine.
Oh yeah, War Machine. Rhodey. That's his name.
Yep.
Introduces Rhodey because they did tease it in the first one, remember? Where it's not I I can't remember any actors' names.
Terrence Howard.
It's not. Yeah, it was Terrence Howard
Yeah.
in the first one.
Yeah, and he's like, not my time or
He's
something like that.
Nah. Yeah.
He goes, next time.
Next. Yeah.
Next
Some
time,
shit like
man.
that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
He said, next time, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. It's Iron Man.
Iron Man.
That's how he didn't get his reprising role, because he kept talking to him. It was like, so you ready for Iron Man 2? Yeah, I'm ready for Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2.
It's Iron Man. That's what I'm saying. Iron Man.
Iron Man. Man, someone get this trick out my face. Whip that trick. Whip that trick. Terrence.
Oh yeah. That was
But yes.
Introduction to War Machine.
War Machine.
But it shows how Iron Man, Tony Stark being a superhero, and it shows like his decisions and what he's done has repercussions.
Yeah.
Has issues. Has Ivan
A bad motherfucker.
Whip.
right there.
Yeah, that boy was
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, it was a bad motherfucker right there. Yeah, that was a top tier villain.
That was. The top tier scene was when Tony Stark was racing.
That
suitcase?
Yeah, everyone wanted that suitcase.
Boy, let me tell you something.
I keep that motherfucker on me.
He said, let me just.
Yeah. Oh yeah, top fucking tier. That was
Top tier movie. S tier.
excellent. S tier.
S tier, especially for a sequel. It's
Yeah.
very hard for a sequel to even live up.
Exactly. I don't think it is as good as The Winter Soldier, but it is definitely better
Mm-hmm.
than the other sequels that we've seen.
Oh yeah.
For sure in the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, S tier, goated movie. Next up, an origin story, but technically not, because we see this fellow make his appearance in another movie. Next movie on the list is going to be Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. It's hard out here for a pimp. Come on, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. I didn't like Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Did you not?
Not that much, honestly. I think it because here's the thing. I'm really biased about Spider-Man because this is the third iteration that we've seen.
That is true. You're pretty grown tired of it.
Yeah, right. So we have had the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which we grew up on.
Yeah.
We watched the motherfuckers in theaters, right?
Mhm.
Then
Garfield Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield with the Amazing Spider-Man, we had his iteration as well, which tied more to being like more of a like a traditional recreation of Spider-Man with the cartridges and showing his mortality a little bit more. And now we come into Spider-Man: Homecoming with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and his introduction was in Civil War.
Yeah.
Which was at the time top tier introduction. Honestly, they shouldn't have spoiled that shit in trailers. They should have let that motherfucker.
Imagine.
Oh my god!
And you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think the views weren't hitting for Disney. I think they were.
Yeah.
I think they were a little impatient because, like, I mean, what? How is this more different than any other movies that you guys drop?
Yeah.
But minus, of course, introducing Spider-Man in there. But like, y'all could have just gave maybe a sneak peek or something. But yeah, you could have just kept Spider-Man out of it.
If they kept him shut and the way people found out was in theaters, oh my god, you would have broke the fucking internet.
I would have broke my chair.
Oh yeah,
I would have stood up the rest of the movie.
There would have been a riot in every movie.
I would have stood up the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Factual, because that was a top tier level introduction. So we didn't with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. We didn't get the introduction of Uncle Ben, a key figure in Spider-Man history. He is, with great power comes great responsibility. That's Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben was him. Okay? So we didn't get the introduction. We got Aunt May and him living in the crib.
Which I understand, because it's just like he's already being desensitized. You know what I mean? Like they already understand that it's the third time. I already cried the first one.
Yeah.
I semi-cried the second one actually, because it was the scene where on the second one for Andrew Garfield, I just cried more because the bully Flash came up to him and then he threw him and he, like, you could just tell there was pain in his eye. I cried at that scene.
Yeah.
But like I was just thinking, like, for this third Spider-Man movie, how the fuck are you gonna make me cry now?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad they took it out, because it's just like, I get it, it's a big part of it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I get that.
But you're just gonna be like, we get it. He's gonna die. So I mean, like, at that point, I get it. Now I know the movie hasn't come up yet, and the movie on the list hasn't come up yet. But when Aunt May dies,
Oh yeah. See, okay, we're gonna talk about
I'm
that.
glad. That's what I'm saying. Like, they knew what they was doing.
They knew
like,
what
we're
they
not
was
gonna give you an Uncle Ben death.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that
Yeah.
when that comes along.
What I'm saying is, I'm okay with them not having that scene. With
Yeah.
the Uncle Ben scene.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. But see, like, I just want a little bit more of a backstory because it does up until No Way Home, it really felt like Spider-Man wasn't shouldering a really big burden.
Oh, which is true. Which is definitely true.
So it showed his like adolescence, his immaturity, the lack of foresight, I guess you would call it.
Because he's still in high school. He's like
he's still in high school. His best friend
in the middle of high school.
Yeah, his best friend finds out that he's Spider-Man, whatever, and he's doing the friendly neighborhood angle to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then who was it, Vulcan? Or his arch nemesis in there?
Is it Vulcan?
I think it's Vulcan. It should be Vulcan. Or is there another name for that mother?
He has a name. Not Vulcan.
Is it not Vulcan? Hold on.
I could be wrong though, but I think it's a
Spooderman.
Spooderman. Spooderman.
Spider-Man.
It's Birdman.
It's Birdman.
Oh shit!
Homecoming villain. Oh, not Vulcan. Vulture.
There you go.
It's
close.
Vulcan.
There you go. I was like, you're.
It's a bird.
Yeah,
it's a bird.
It's a bird.
It's a plane. It's a Spooderman.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
It's Superman. Yeah. Okay. So, Vulture is the villain.
Michael Keaton.
Yes. You know what?
Michael Keaton. Man, let me tell you. Like I said, I think when you see a superhero be good for so long and you see him as like a villain, they play a really great villain.
Oh yeah.
So like big props to him.
I think it's because they understand the dynamic.
Yeah.
Right? Because they have to envision, they have to portray a character who is about justice.
First off, good plot twist as well.
Oh yeah, him being the dad.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Great plot. I was like,
I didn't see it.
No.
when they revealed them, I said, "Oh, this motherfucker right here." Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is. I would say for it's not really an introduction or origin story.
It's just an introduction to
him as more of a character.
Yeah, this part of the MCU.
Yeah, so this is post Civil War. I think overall it was okay. Me personally, I'd rate it a B tier because I do think it does get better with the sequels. But I know they needed to show him having some level of growth. Yeah, because his introduction was with Iron Man. Yeah. He thinks he's an Avenger the entire movie. Yeah. He's like, I'm part of the team.
I mean, like, if you think about it, you put any kid in that situation.
Yeah, he's like,
I would act the same way.
I'm him.
I would act the freaking same way. I got an internship at Stark.
Yeah.
Fucking playing with the Spider-Man suit. Heck yeah.
Yeah. And he's vlogging it.
Yeah. It's I think modern day, like, that's what any kid would do as Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. So it did need to show a level of growth for him, which they did very well, because at the end he does redeem himself, and then Tony Stark sees, he's like, all right, cool, yeah, we're gonna introduce you as an Avenger. He's like, nah, I'll stick to the neighborhood thing. Walked away, and then he was like, all right, where's the kid? He's not showing up. What are we gonna do? I got a plan. You still got that ring? Yeah, I still got that ring. So
I would give it an A for me personally, because even you would think like you'd just be. I mean, you were somewhat like a little over it at that time. Yeah, giving it how many times we've seen Spider-Man, but I'll give it an A from my end, because I was like, I was entertained. Yeah. I like the take that they took on it, and just have it as that. I mean,
okay. I'll concede. I'll put it in A, but for me, it's
you can put it on B. That's fine.
It's lower A tier. I'll just keep it there. So yeah, I will say that it's a slow burner. It really, Spider-Man development in the MCU really takes time to cook. And boy, when I say slow burner, I'm talking about it turns out to be 12-hour braised short rib. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good.
It's worth it, because it's just like his impact on the other movies is great.
Yeah. So next up, I hate this fucking movie. I hate it, but at the same time, it's another growth movie. Oh. Iron Man 3.
Okay, so what's your dislikes about Iron Man 3?
It was a part of the time period where like the movies that were getting released, it was hard to follow up the love and excitement that we got from Avengers. Because Iron Man 3 was released in the same phase as Thor 2 and Winter Soldier. And in this story, it does, again, I said earlier that the Iron Man movies show Tony Stark being a human. You know, in Iron Man 3, he's dealing with anxieties, he's dealing with insecurities. There's the introduction of what's his name, Gideon, who played the Mandarin.
I didn't like the Mandarin take.
They did the Mandarin take twice. They did it twice with because in the first one, they didn't do the Mandarin in the first one, but they did the Ten Rings. That was the name of the terrorist group that that was buying the weapons. So in Iron Man 3, they introduced the Mandarin, who ends up being an actor.
What's his name, Gideon?
No, Gideon was the guy who
the bad guy
was the main bad guy.
Yeah. What was his name? Trevor.
Oh yeah,
actor.
Yeah. My name's Trevor. I'm an actor.
No, this is all a movie set.
This is a movie set. No one's really getting hurt. These aren't real guns. These are props.
But yes, I wouldn't say sloppy, but it could have been better. I loved towards the end. I loved how they showcased his suits.
Yeah.
I really loved that. I really did, and I was kind of mad that it had to be at that movie.
Well, that was the introduction of the Iron Legion, because that was before Age of Ultron. So I do like how in every movie it does show Tony improving upon mistakes that he has made.
Of course, yeah.
So that's something really freaking dope, because just alone in the first Iron Man, where he ran into the frosting issue when he's in flight, and then that's how he was able to take down Old Boy in the bigger machine, right? In Iron Man 2, he improves the arc reactor in his suit, which in turn allows him to create sustainable energy in Iron Man or in Avengers, because at the beginning of Avengers, it shows him working on some electrical wiring that's undersea that's powering the Stark Tower. So from there to Iron Man 3, he's like, okay, cool. I actually need to work on other things, or like on an easier way to get my suit, because I like having my suit handcuffed to Happy was too much of an issue. He's not able to bring it to me all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it fly to me.
I'm gonna have these rings or these bracelets on me.
Yep.
And come to me.
No, not even bracelets. Remember, they were implanted.
You're right.
Yeah. So he
Would that sound one more time? There you go. I should call her.
So yeah, he slowly evolves over time, which I'll talk more about the evolution of the Iron Man suits.
But overall, Iron Man 3, where would you rate it?
Overall, Iron Man 3, I think story-wise, it didn't give too much to the overall MCU.
Yeah, it was more for.
But it was more of an Iron Man development story. So for that, I respect it. I'll put it in C. What would you rate it?
I was gonna give it like a B, but C's fair too. Yeah, like a B, C, it's fair.
Yeah, because I mean, there were some good moments, especially when he didn't have his armor. Like when his armor died and he was with that little boy.
That
helps him out.
That they try to they're like a conspiracy, like, oh, he's gonna be the next Iron Man or whatever.
Yeah. So, fun fact: did you know that random boy at the end of Endgame at Tony Stark's funeral? That random white boy was him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, damn, that hurts. Okay, moving on to the next one. We have another origin story, which was a very interesting take. I think done very, very well. Doctor Strange. Man, I got you mid-throat going. What that mouth do, though, boy?
But
Doctor Strange.
The
first one.
First off, very trippy. Very trippy, which I was glad, because it was just like a very good take. You know, on how his powers work and how the dimension works.
Yeah, I think what was really good was like how good of a humbling story it was for him because he got humbled. He was top motherfucker.
Boy was like he was at Robert Downey Jr. level.
Yeah. He is the best surgeon in the fucking world.
Those hands.
Those hands were fucking like they gave life. And then watching the scene where he gets into the car accident and his hands get folded in, I was like, oh. I was like, oh God. And then he wakes up. He was like, no one could have done it. He was like, I could have done it. I was like, yeah, but you. Like, how you gonna do it?
How, Doctor Strange? How, Steven?
Yeah,
tell me how.
Yeah, tell me how.
I would give it, with everything introduction wise and all that, I give it an A.
I would say A tier as well, because
fun movie, great introduction.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything wrong because I didn't know too much of Doctor Strange beforehand. I knew little things about it.
Yeah.
But even just watching it wise, like, it's a good introduction. Now, will I keep watching it over? No, probably not. But like, it's still a good introduction. So it's a good, first origin movie to come out.
Yeah, I think it did it very well.
Yeah.
One thing I would say though, you know how his there's the ancient one who's the master of all the sorcerers, but his mentor, the black guy.
Yeah.
He becomes the villain at the end. Does he ever show up later? I don't remember him.
Comes back.
He didn't show up in Multiverse of Madness. I don't think he ever came back.
No, he showed up in I think Madness.
Did he?
I think so. He was in the same universe where basically like Professor X and all of them were in there. He was one of those guys, I think.
No, but he wasn't that guy. He wasn't the same character.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so the character that he played where he becomes a bad guy, because remember he goes to New York or wherever, where that one guy, he learned magic to kind of be the healing factor for him to have mobility. Yeah. He took his magic away and then he was left crippled there. I was like, God damn. He's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
That guy's coming back for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But I agree. A tier, nonetheless. This one's post Endgame. I didn't watch this movie, but I've seen many clips of this movie, which was Eternals.
I did not watch it either.
You didn't watch it either? So, yeah, we'll throw it in C with all the other movies we didn't watch. Just because we didn't watch it. But I will say the clips that I saw, I was like, damn, this is...
Yeah.
Because like, they come to Earth to kind of help cultivate it. Yeah. Be the protectors and help it, like, evolve. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. We have to put that in C, just respectfully for the time being. So we can get a watch on it. Next up, we have...
You know how disrespectful it is to be in D? Because we still watched you.
Yeah, that's some disrespect right there. Hey, Incredible Hulk and Thor: Dark World. I stand by that.
I do too, actually.
I'm 10 toes on that bitch. Fuck out of here.
It would be nice to see.
You lucky I didn't put F tier in this motherfucker, because I would have.
F as in forget.
Yeah. Forget
this shit.
It's in D right now for Control Alt Delete, motherfucker. Okay, next up is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh. So this one I really, really like because we get more backstory of Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord.
Yep.
He is half what were they called actually? What was his Sentinels? No, no. Hold on. I forget what category of species his dad belongs in. Peter Quill, father.
Centennial? No.
Father. Let's see here. Ego was a Celestial. Celestial was the Celestial Ego. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he was a Celestial. So that makes sense of why Peter Quill didn't immediately die when holding the was it the Power Stone?
One of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, one of the Infinity Stones in Volume 1. Yeah. So they did a really good job of doing that, introducing Mantis, who is a key team player in the Guardians of the Galaxy. And yeah, just overall
great movie. A, I'll put A.
I put an A as well. That is one that I would be happy to sit down any day of the week, let it play.
Yeah.
No issues.
Once again, great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Shout
Oh
out
yeah,
to James Gunn.
that's one thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's just the
movies.
soundtrack overall is just
It's
very.
it's songs that we know.
And it's,
Like, granted, I do respect like scores
Yeah.
that movies come up with, but when they introduce songs that we actually listen to,
but like I was like, it's not like I listen to it on a daily basis, but I know it because it's like on the radio, like when you were a kid and whatnot.
yep,
Like classics, like you just listen it to other places.
yeah,
But then just hearing it in the movie and it just like adapting so well to it.
yeah. But even like on another take for Black Panther,
Yeah.
like they're playing songs that are on the radio currently.
Yeah.
Like what's the song with Kendrick Lamar and SZA?
The stars. Or
Yeah,
all the stars.
All the stars are
Yeah.
closer.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like just seeing it, like, and how they introduce or play a song in that moment. Really, just a soundtrack can really help blend everything together and set a tone for a scene, which is phenomenal. But Guardians of the Galaxy holds that
Yeah.
very well. I would say A tier
And then
as well.
introducing that the freaking what's Dave Bautista's Drax?
Drax.
Introducing Drax and Mantis's like duo.
Yes.
It's-
Yes.
Just makes up for it too as well.
Oh
It's
man, when he's
so
like,
great.
you're ugly. Not ugly in a cute way, but like ugly in like a I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot stick. Like,
Yeah, it's overall great dynamic once again. Adding, I just realized when we talked about the first Guardians, I added Mantis in there, so I prematurely added her
yeah.
in there. But even then, adding just another person in their second
Yeah.
sequel.
If adding a character into a team that's been established is difficult
Yeah,
because it changes up the dynamic.
but it doesn't.
Yeah,
Because it's
this one
like-
just enhanced it.
Yeah, Mantis is she's the brother of Star-Lord.
Yep.
So obviously, that's already there. But then she just blends in really well.
Yeah, very, very well. All right, we have 6 movies left. And
Can we do it? What's the time that we got? Oh yeah, we got it.
yeah, we're at like 37 minutes right now. Boy, these last 6 movies, I'd say only one of them isn't a banger.
Okay, so we'll save that in the middle. Give it a break.
Yeah, I'll put that one after. I'll put that third on the list.
That's fine.
Okay. Next movie, long awaited, needed to be talked about. Captain America: Civil War.
S tier.
S tier for sure. Now, this is something that was really hyped around because how drastic the Civil War was in the comics. There was a lot of death, a lot of things going on.
This was a very G-rated version of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like obviously we're taking out the fact that if it correlates with the comic book.
Yeah.
But accuracy wise, obviously they can't be 100% accurate because you need a lot more people for that shit.
Oh no, yeah. Because in Civil War comics, they had motherfuckers. They had everybody.
They hit everybody. So given what they could have, it's still a top tier movie.
Still top tier movie. In the MCU, it is a pivotal moment for the story. It creates a divide amongst the superheroes.
And it creates a lot of relationships.
It sure does. So, for those of you guys that don't know, what the fuck are you doing? Civil War was released back in like 2015, 2016. Okay, hop on this shit. But
That is true, actually. Yeah.
yeah, like all these. I think the newest movie on here was still like 3-4 years old. Okay, so get the fuck over it. Civil War.
Coming from us, and we haven't watched the Turtles.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Obviously,
No.
they're not the big movies
Stop
like we're
it.
talking about right now. But I'm just saying,
We don't watch Captain.
get your watch game up.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we're telling you from experience. Okay,
Yeah.
get your watch
Okay.
game up.
Anyways,
Civil War. Divide happens between Captain America and Iron Man.
because
The Sokovia Accords.
that too.
I knew that's not what you were. I know that's not what you were gonna
He
say.
wanted his best friend Bucky.
Yeah. That's the main thing. So okay, so this is actually the pivotal. Like I said, it's a pivotal moment for all of the MCU, right?
The dynamic that works so well
Yeah.
is now going to be split.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The relationships and friendships that once were are no longer there.
Yep.
Obviously, Thor is not in this movie. He's off
doing Thor shit.
Yeah,
he was in the he
I think
was
he
in
was
the dark world at that time.
Yeah, he might have been on the way to Ragnarok. I don't know. Oh,
Actually,
no.
No.
Yeah. This is after Civil War happens after Age of Ultron, because the Sokovia Accords. That Sokovia was a city that Ultron fucking destroyed.
Yes.
So Captain America's still doing his shit. He's being Hemi Neutron over there. He's in the middle of. He's after. What the fuck was his name?
Wait, go ahead.
Bone Crusher, Skull Crusher. It was the agent that was against him in Winter Soldier. This is how it starts off, right?
Such a great. What's his name?
I forget, but he's after him because he's doing some hood rat shit in some country.
He was in. Damn it!
I'm gonna look him up.
Not Romania.
Winter Soldier. Cast. Winter Soldier cast. Sebastian.
Where was he?
Frank Grillo.
Yeah.
Crossbones. That's his name.
Crossbones.
Okay, hold on. Captain America, Civil War. Let's see. Hold on. I'm on the Wikipedia page. Let me see if I can just get it. Wiki. Thunder Ross, Secretary of State, yada yada yada. Sokovia Accord, yada 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 yada. It doesn't give the beginning of the movie, but anyways, beginning of the movie, Crossbones is doing hood rat shit. He's trying to get some type of chemical to wreak havoc. Captain America is ganged up with Black Widow, Falcon, Scarlet Witch. Was there anybody else he was with?
Would you say Captain America?
It was Captain America, Falcon, Black Widow, and Scarlet Witch.
That's it. I think
that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're in some city. They're chasing him through. They're trying to get him. And Homeboy ends up blowing himself up with the chemical. And Scarlet Witch is trying to contain it, but she doesn't have full control of her power. So it escapes upward or sideways or something, and it blows up part of the building.
Yeah, it goes up. She throws it up in there. She wanted to throw it up way in the air.
Yeah,
but there's a building right next to it.
Yeah, and it blows up, kills hella people, yada yada yada. So Thunderbolt Ross was like, "Hey, we all know we need
Lagos, wherever Lagos is at."
Okay, Lagos. So they were in Lagos. So this all happens, and Thunderbolt Ross was like, "Hey, motherfuckers, no, she's not a citizen. She's not even an adult.
Yeah.
She's a fucking teenager to talk about Scarlet Witch. Like, we need to keep these motherfuckers in check." And Tony Stark was like, "No, yeah, like we have power that no one else has that needs to be accounted for.
Yeah.
You know, we need to be responsible about this shit. So someone needs to keep us in check." And Captain America was like, "Last time we had someone to keep us in check, turned out to be a terrorist organization. Shield, aka
Hydra."
Yeah, my Fuhrer King Bradley. All right, shout out to Full Metal Alchemist.
That brought me back.
So yeah, we they're dealing with that. They have a meeting. During this meeting, what's his name gets blown up. Oh no. So they have this meeting. They're trying to sign the accords or whatever, and like they put a postpone on it, whatever. And then they have like a UN NATO meeting, like a World Alliance meeting,
explaining what the Accords is gonna do.
Exactly. And this is introduction of Black Panther. So
T'Challa.
King T'Challa.
Not King yet.
Not
because King T'Chaka's alive.
Oh yeah, King T'Chaka is still alive. So he was there as a bodyguard for his father. Black Panther was there for his father. But bomb goes off. Kills his dad.
Boom.
What the fuck's going on? I don't know if they introduced him already, but Zemo, yeah. Zemo, some German lad, some British lad, I don't know. Motherfucker, he's like, "Nah, I'm destroying all you motherfuckers." And we don't know what this man is on. He's just like on some vengeance type shit.
Yep.
This motherfucker's mad and he's out for blood, and the Avengers are gonna fucking take it, are the victims. So they catch him. But catching him, no, they don't catch him. They think the bombing was the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
They think the bombing was the Winter Soldier, so they're like, "We're getting Bucky right now.
We're gonna find him."
Yep.
And he was just chilling.
Yeah, he was in hideout.
Who
knows what country he was in?
I'm not gonna go looking again. But yeah, he was in hideout.
He was hiding out. He was somewhere.
Nice little rinky-dink place, low key. And then next thing you know, these the freaking military police comes up, pulls up.
They pull up. Special forces pull up on him, and he's like, breaks through the fucking ground, has his bug out bag, throws that shit out the window, and he's like, what the fuck, oh shit,
boom, jumps out.
Yeah, he does all this shit,
and sure enough sees a shadow.
No, we're fast forwarding because he's going ham in the fucking
in the staircase, stairwell.
Because at that time, Captain America was there to like, hey, yo, like, I'm here to help you out.
Oh, that's true.
But they're fucking here. They're fucking here. So he's like, fuck, like, I'm bugging out. Fuck you guys, I'm out. Like, fuck all this shit. So, yeah, so he's trying to escape Captain America. Steve is like, he's blocking shit. He's like, no, don't do that. Throws his shit, whatever, in the stairwell. They end up getting on the roof, and he jumps over, and then cue in that shadow. Phew! Black Panther. The Black Panther. Which is his introduction as well.
That is true, yeah.
It is his introduction.
The Black Panther's actual introduction, yeah.
As well. So he's like, I didn't kill your dad. I don't care. I was like,
vengeance. Everyone was out for blood this movie. Everyone was out for blood.
Yeah.
Their blinded rage was pretty much the key word.
There was smoke out there and everybody wanted it.
Everyone wanted
everybody, yeah.
Puff pass. Puff pass.
Yeah, which leads to that's another great super soldier scene. It shows Bucky, Black Panther, and Steve chasing each other.
Oh, and that scene was great.
That was good too.
Great scene.
Especially like when they go onto the highway and they're like they jump and then like they're underneath like a bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
And like they're dodging cars and shit. I was like, oh, this is good.
Great.
This is good writing. Very well choreographed. Even watching like the behind the scenes shit.
Oh yeah.
It's top fucking tier. So yeah, they fucking do all this shit, and eventually Bucky gets caught. Or not King T'Challa, but the Black Panther T'Challa and Steve. They're put in a van. You know, they have their little banter in the van, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bucky gets put in that fucking that Rubik's cube of a fucking cell. He's like, all right, cool, whatever. Then Zemo comes in. While Captain America and Black Panther, they're talking all this shit about like, no, he is mine.
He's coming to Wakanda to pay for his actions.
Yeah. He's on it. Like,
and then Zemo is in the freaking containment center.
Yeah.
Train car.
Yeah. Train car.
Toilet seat.
He's listing off the Russian magic spell to activate the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
And sure enough, boy does.
Boy wakes up from a slumber.
He busts the fuck out that door. Oh my god. And
then proceeds to give hands to everybody.
Oh yeah. Here's the crazy thing. Tony was there. And he does the judo.
Sound. And then the
what?
The glove.
Woo!
The gun, oh boy, let me tell you. I was like,
oh my god.
From the suitcase to having it on your watch is wild, guy.
Hey, again, his level of evolving the suit, the technology, top fucking tier. Yeah. I mean, so fast forward, we're doing a deep dive right now, but fast forwarding through, we find out that Zemo, the reason that he wants revenge against the Avengers is because he knows that Tony Stark was the one who invented Ultron. And Ultron destroyed Sokovia, which is where he was living when the events of Age of Ultron happened, and his child and his wife died. That's why he's out for smoke. That is the reason. So also, this is a coming clean circle for Captain America as well, because this is where Tony Stark finds out that Bucky killed his mom and dad, sees the video, and then Captain America comes clean. He's like, yeah, I knew.
Did you know?
Yeah, did you know? Yeah. But here's the thing. That was the one lie that that Captain America was holding on his chest, preventing him from holding Mjolnir. Did you know that?
Ooh.
That was the one bad that he was doing. Because after that, he was able to pick up the hammer.
That is true.
Top tier. Top tier.
Imagine just doing that in the Age of Ultron. Oh, that's right. My best friend killed your parents.
Oh my god.
Captain Hydra.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, yeah. Top tier. Civil War definitely deserves S tier rating.
S tier for sure.
Okay, we're climbing up on just past 50 minutes now. So we're gonna power through these, even though these are really big talking points. Next up on the list is Avengers Infinity War.
I don't think you really need a talking points on this. You just got to know
S tier.
S tier. It's just, what more do you want from a movie?
It was the beginning of the collaboration that was set 20 years prior.
Yeah.
Well, not 20 years prior, but
But
almost 20 years prior.
you're basically watching, if you say the Avengers, or if you want to even say Iron Man, the first Iron Man was your baby, you're watching your kid graduate college.
Yeah.
You're
Absolutely.
watching your kid graduate college.
I'd say high school.
Okay, high school. Yeah,
Graduate high school. Because we still have one more.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's
just
graduate high school.
High school, okay? Graduate high school. You know, your kid has his ups and downs. You know, you had your Guardians of the Galaxy, had your moments where you wouldn't see, Eternals, Black Widow.
Yep.
Had your low points like Dark World, and but now we're getting to graduation.
But psych, you find out your child failed because the bad guy won. Thanos won.
Was he the bad guy really? What year did this come out?
2019?
2019. Yes, he was the bad guy. But
was
once
bad.
COVID happened,
You
you started realizing
Yeah, he was kind of right.
Thanos has a point, because you just started seeing how people are dumb. There was more videos about it. So was Thanos really the bad guy, or was he just ahead of his time?
Was he playing devil's advocate?
Yes.
No, yeah.
S tier.
S tier for sure. Yeah, because it continues to show the divide of Civil War.
Yeah.
Like, it showed how
Hulk comes back.
Yeah, Hulk got thrown back in there.
Hulk comes back.
I forgot.
And he goes, "What do you mean they're not back together?"
Yeah. What do you mean?
What was the line that he said?
He said, "We need the Avengers." No, the band's broken up. What do you mean the band's broken up?
like Backstreet Boys broken up or something?
Yeah.
He said something like that, and I was like, that was good. But overall, yeah. Showed the divide, showed the people that, and I liked how they picked up on the people that missed out on it, which was, the Hulk.
Yep.
Maybe some other people, but like, yeah. He was
Yeah, people that weren't there at the time, that were off planet.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Avengers Infinity War, great cinematography.
Great job with Thanos.
Yeah, great job with Thanos. Great CGI.
Yeah.
Great story.
Hulk pissed me off, but yeah, great.
Yeah, Hulk really did piss me off.
But I understand.
I mean, he got mollywopped.
I understand. That could do
His
a lot.
ego took a hit.
Yeah. Not even his ego. Hulk's ego.
Yeah,
Bruce
Hulk's
Banner
ego.
was like, I'm smart.
I need you.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. What do you mean no? Fine, I'll do it myself.
So, but yeah, it's a great overall movie all across the board.
Yep. S tier for sure. Next up on the list, Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man 2. This is after the events of Endgame.
This is after the blip.
After the blip. After the re-blip.
Yeah. The re-snap.
So he's traveling to like
London.
Was it London? Yeah, no, yeah, he went all across like Europe.
Yeah, they're doing a school trip. And then
and he was like, I'm gonna get to know MJ more. Yeah, and then there was old boy that was like, hey man, like you just going out every night, whatever. Like, boy, stay in your lane.
Yeah. Mind your business.
Yeah, mind your fucking business. He was like, because he wanted MJ. So,
but that was the introduction to, I was about to say Rey Mysterio, but Mysterio.
Yeah. Watch out!
You should have seen Spider-Man was in a tumble. He didn't know what hit him.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But to Mysterio.
Which, he I would say Jake Gyllenhaal did a really good job.
Once again.
Like the way that he's able, like he is a top tier actor.
Yeah, top tier.
But the way the story was written as well, that was like, no, yeah, I'm from alternate planet, kind of the introduction to the multiverse, which we find out was fake. It was like, no, I'm from planet, like,
wow.
he was like, oh, yeah, no, yeah, we're going to help. Wow. And then,
Like, bitch,
yeah,
I'm from
but,
Earth.
but then you find out like it's Nick Fury and other girl that they're like with him. Like, no, yeah, we're helping him out right now.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man's like, Nick Fury's here. Yeah, I'm 10 toes on it.
Of course.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
Find out they're fucking fake.
Yeah.
Bitch ass motherfuckers.
So, that movie, I'll give it. It's a good filler. I would say it's just a filler
Yeah,
because there wasn't much too big on it. It's just, once again, it was just nothing correlated to the MCU. It was just more for Spider-Man alone.
Yep.
I'll give it an A.
You'll give it an A?
Yeah, because once again, Jake Gyllenhaal, I can't disregard to what he did.
True.
Tips and terms. Yeah, and also he learned his Spidey sense around that time.
Yeah,
He learned how to use
the Peter Tingle.
The Peter Tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna put it in B tier, but for character development and
cast,
I'll put it A.
Storyline, like I said, it was okay.
Yeah,
but once again, I think here's another thing. I think it was obviously it's more tailored for the younger kids, but yeah, it is tailored for the younger kids.
Yep.
More relatable. High school. He's in high school.
Yep.
So I'll give it that. Obviously, when the first Spider-Man came out, it was tailored for the people that were avid actual Spider comics.
Yeah.
So like they could relate to him more. He was he just graduated high school, trying to find a job, more relatable towards the viewers.
Yep.
So for this one, a little bit more, but it's still a good watch.
It is a good watch.
Okay, storyline, still a good watch.
Yeah.
I like the storyline of Mysterio more. I was more invested in that rather than the whole.
Yeah, I mean, once we found out that it was a farce,
Yeah.
and he was really after Tony Stark's glasses that
Yeah.
gave him access to everything, I was like, oh, damn, that's rough.
Yeah, but
So-
I mean, it showcases that he's just a kid.
Yeah, he was, as kids are, they're really optimistic, and they want to trust.
Yep.
They trust more easily,
Yeah.
which I think all of us are guilty
Especially
of.
when they have found a mutual ground, which was
Yeah, like he came up with a bullshit story. Mysterio came up with a bullshit story and was like related to him, yada yada. So like I get it. And he was like, yeah, I'm fighting these different elementals, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then you find out it's all a fucking facade.
It's
Some bullshit.
a floozy.
Yeah. But overall, yeah, I'll give it A tier. Story to me, B tier, A tier for everything else. Okay, next up, last three, we have Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
That one directed by Sam Raimi, so obviously not a lot of people are a big fan of it.
I mean, I think the way it was filmed is pretty good.
I want to give it.
I don't think it's S tier.
I don't think it's S tier too. It had its potential.
It did. They missed on some things.
I'll give it a low A.
I'll give it low A as well. I was thinking the same thing.
You watched WandaVision already because I remember.
Yeah, we watched it together.
That, and of course, WandaVision made me feel like Scarlet Witch should have her own standalone film.
Yes,
but Multiverse of Madness was kind of just solidified. Like Scarlet Witch, what she's doing is like, I get it. I get what she's doing.
Yeah,
and she's not the bad guy.
No, yeah.
She just left her alone.
No, yeah. All she wanted was her kids back.
She just wanted her kids back.
See, here's the thing. She was okay. She was in that orchard by herself,
minding her own business.
Minding her own fucking business.
Y'all just had to bother her.
Doctor Strange had to come in for some bullshit reason. Was like, hey, I need your help. I was like, no, I need your help for the multiverse. What was the main fucking thing, anyways? Wanda became the problem, but what did Doctor Strange need her help for the multiverse, anyways? What was
no,
the
it
issue?
wasn't that. It was, remember, what she was doing.
She was like,
she had the book. She
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to have the Darkhold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but she was also like sleep crawling or soul crawling or whatever.
Yeah,
And she was possessing other versions of
no,
herself.
she wasn't. She was doing that later on in the movie to catch them. So basically, they went to go find her because she has the Darkhold. They want to claim it back, and then they said, let me just have the book back because that's what Doctor Strange wanted. I just want the book back. No one gets hurt.
No, because I remember Doctor Strange visiting her in the orchard and says, I need your help. And he's like, I'm done with that part of my life. He's like, oh, I'm not here to talk about whatever the city name was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care about that. I need your help with something else. Now I gotta know. Multiverse of Madness plot. Multiverse of Madness plot. Doctor Strange, co-director. Okay.
Is it because what she was doing was basically opening?
Oh, that's what it was. America Chavez.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel? Was that her name?
No, that's the. But yeah, but her.
Yeah, America Chavez, like came to their Earth, to their universe, bringing a demon or a demon's chasing her.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange stops it. She was looking for the that book. Was the book of
Darkhold.
Vashanti?
Yeah.
Yeah, the book of Vashanti. Strange. Oh, that Strange is killed while he opens up a portal to
the universe,
to their universe, to the main universe, the MCU. And then recognizing witchcraft ruins on the demon, Strange consults Wanda, but soon realizes that she is responsible for the attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Strange went to her for help, but then realized she was the problem with the Darkhold. So then they were trying to get the Darkhold, but it says Wanda believes that taking Chavez's powers and traveling through the multiverse will allow her to reunite with Billy and Tommy, her children.
Yep.
Okay, so America Chavez, if America Chavez didn't get teleported to the MCU universe, the main universe, Wanda would have just minded her business.
Yeah, pretty much.
She would have just left alone. So it's America Chavez's fault.
No, actually, no. It's because what was already basically Scarlet Witch got caught because if that alien or that demon thing didn't chase her to the MCU, Doctor Strange would have seen the markings.
Yeah.
So he basically caught her.
Yeah, because behind everyone's backs, she was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would be America Chavez's fault. Yeah, she just minded her own business. You're right.
Yeah, she was minding her own business. She was still
Yeah.
like soul walking or whatever it was called. Still going to other universes to see her kids and possessing alternate versions of herself. But that's just fucked up. I would say for overall storytelling, especially with the Illuminati.
Yeah.
With Charles Xavier. Oh, Return of a Goat. What was it, Captain Britain? Or Captain Peggy, Captain Sue, Captain Carter. That's it.
I was just letting you ride through the waves.
You looked at me the whole fucking time.
I was like, go ahead, what else you got?
I'm looking, help me.
I was like, oh, you got it. You got it.
You son of a bitch. You let me ride that. Oh, you bastard. Okay, so Captain
but
Carter.
all of them and then getting smoked.
Them getting smoked is nuts. By Scarlet Witch. I was like, God damn. She's fucking these hoes up. Oh, what? Let me tell you something. What he did to John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic was despicable. Turning him into ribbons.
Oh.
That shit. I was like, oh.
And that little jump scare that she did to kill Professor Xavier.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I would say that Multiverse of Madness was like the MCU's version of like a thriller movie.
Yeah.
Not really horror.
Yeah.
But like it really.
But it's Sam Raimi.
It really leaned into the dark.
Multiverse Madness is one Spider-Man as well, though, right? Isn't Spider-Man in there as well?
No, that's after. It's No Way Home.
No Way Home. You're right. Okay,
Spider-Man's not in there.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. But actually, no. I think Spider-Man No Way Home happens before.
Not after.
Is it? Because hold on. Timeline check. Does Spooderman No Way Home happen before Multiverse of Madness? Multiverse of Madness explicitly takes place after No Way Home. Yeah. Okay. So Multiverse of Madness happens after, which makes sense because remember at the end of Multiverse of Madness, Homegirl comes out and is like, hey, we need you. And then he opens up his fucking eye.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, Lord.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, yeah, I would give it a fair A rating. Okay, last two. Now, we're going to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. When I tell you there was no collaboration like the Avengers, I was fucking wrong. I was fucking wrong because it's Spider-Man No Way Home. They flipped the collaboration. Like, they took it. They said, fuck what you think. It's this now.
I'll raise you this.
That's
cool. You got 6, 7 motherfuckers? That's fine with me.
Yeah, but you got 3 Spider-Man.
You got 3 Spider-Mans in the same universe?
Oh, my God.
Bet not.
I bet you fucking don't. I bet you fucking don't. This movie, considering it was after Endgame, I think this is the best Spider-Man movie, live action movie that I've seen.
Yeah,
I think this humbly deserves an S tier,
of course.
rightfully so.
Because also it doesn't just bring. Well, let's also not say it did not also just bring back the Spider-Mans, but also brought back the villains.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing.
That is a beautiful thing to do.
Oh my god, they brought back Sandman. They brought back Doc Ock. They brought back
Lizard Man.
They brought back Volt Boy. Electro, I think it's his
he said Volt Boy. I was like, which is Volt Boy? I was like, oh yeah.
And of course, the crown jewel.
Creme de la creme.
The
villains of all villains, I will say.
Oh.
Because if you think about it, if you think about villains, he played a really good villain in the original Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Just a man that was crazy and had money. A madman.
A madman indeed.
The Green Glizzy Gobbler himself.
Yes. The Green Goblin him fucking self.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh my god. It is such a good blend of each story and how it was written. Everything made sense. There wasn't something that was done that was like, wait, what? Why? Like, everything had a reason. Everything had a purpose. And it really just speaks volumes for not only all the Spider-Man, but all of the villains as well. Because each of them went through, like, their own redeeming arc. Obviously, a couple of them, like, we're like, nah, fuck that. I want to be the villain.
Yeah, some people are just like, I just want to go back home. I
just
wanna be normal.
Exactly. Like Lizard Man, when he was injected with the venom, whatever, and he was still Lizard Man, he was like, nah, yeah, everyone's gonna be a lizard.
Yeah.
Okay, no freak. Calm your ass down. Sandman, he was minding his business.
He was.
Like, the moment he found out he was caught, I was like, what's going on? I died from Spider-Man? Oh shit. Oh. No, let me.
Yeah, how good? Like half of them were just depressed. They're just like,
I'm dipping out. I don't want any part of this. Right? Doc Ock, he had the fucking chip, right? And then Tom Holland Spider-Man used the nanobots or whatever to control the arms. Fucking clever. But when they fixed the chip, in Doc Ock, he was like, oh shit, all right, cool. But then that's when the Peter Tingle comes out. What's going on?
Let me tell you, the trust issues in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Because you just didn't know.
Oh my god.
You just didn't know. Because it's a great way of story. Because it's like, you know that they're bad guys. You know they're always gonna be bad.
Yep.
But then you always have that hero that wants them to have to change a heart. And yes, like Sandman. He's one of the few. You're like, there's always that, but it's just, you just don't know. And you thought Doc Ock, you even thought the Green Goblin. You just thought he was normal.
You thought like his episode was done. He's like, all right, cool, I'm just trying to get home.
I think we're good. I think we're safe.
No, but he played it off the best.
But you're on the edge of the seat like, it's going to happen any moment. These mother is just going to go off at any minute.
When the spider sense kicked in, he's like, something's not right. What's going on? And it's doing that like fucking like...
Yeah.
What's going on? And then he sees what's Green Goblin's real name? Something Osborn. Norman Osborn. Newman.
I should have let you.
No. Like, thank you for correcting me. Norman Osborn. Green Goblin was playing Norman very well.
Very well.
What's going on?
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. I'm like, no. He's in there.
You subject us to, you expect us to comply for mediocrity when we could be gods? And that's when Electro was like, yeah. Shut your dirty ass up, Jamie Foxx. Motherfucker, how'd you get a glow up? Motherfucker.
But yeah.
That
overall, great team up. Great team up on the villain side. Great team up on the hero side.
Oh yeah.
Just
see, I think it really opened up the realm of possibility for us who have watched all those movies, especially during the times when they were coming out. Because for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, when both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, when they are talking to Tom Holland on top of the school, he was like, no, I get it. This was after Aunt May died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so side story. When Aunt May died, I didn't know she was dying. I thought she just got fucked up. And she was like, Peter, with great power comes great responsibilities. It's like, that didn't hit as hard as Uncle Ben. And then I was like,
I told you. And I was out, and like I said, they knew what they was doing. They're like, we're not going to incorporate the Uncle Ben. We're going to have something else cooking.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was cooking.
Yeah, but see, it's fucked up because now, like at that point in the movie, like he lost all his family.
Yeah.
It was him, MJ,
and then now he's gonna be going into adulthood with no family, just him.
Yeah, just him.
Which
is fucked up because he always had Aunt May.
Yeah. But now it's just him on his own.
Oh my god.
Him on his own, and his two best friends don't even remember him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So this if they do, I think they do follow up with the Spider-Man 4.
For sure there's gonna be one more.
It's gonna be a lonely road for him.
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. Tom Holland was like, I want to do what Robert Downey Jr. did for me. I want to bring someone else up, like through the movies.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I could bring a Miles Morales in, I would love that. Dope. I was like, oh my god, that'd be fast. Because they already talked about in Homecoming. He was like, yeah, my cousin Miles lives around here, and I don't like these guns.
Which was
Donald
Prowler.
Glover. Yeah.
Prowler.
He plays Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that's gonna be so sick. I would love to see that. But yeah, going back to that rooftop scene, Tom Maguire Spider-Man was like, like I've been there too.
Yeah.
I was able to find peace. Like I have my MJ. Like, and we're happy now.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield's like, I lost Gwen.
I lost mine last fall.
Yeah. Oh God, no! Please.
Which, let me tell you, that is a brutal way to die.
That's fucked up.
That's a brutal way. Like, either save him or don't save him. He saved her, but didn't save her at the same time. But anyways.
No, that was a fail.
But that rooftop scene.
Yeah, the rooftop scene, he says, I lost my Gwen. She was my MJ. And I stopped holding my punches back. I was like, oh, I want to see that. I want to see a Spider-Man going all out.
Yeah.
Not holding back.
Like a vengeance tour.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my God. Which supposedly the Venom movies take place in Andrew Garfield's universe. Yeah. So we don't know. The world has many doors, that boy. But yeah, overall, Spider-Man No Way Home. And then leading up to like Doctor Strange hitting the reboot, just everyone forgets Spider-Man. No, everyone forgets Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets Peter Parker. They still know Spider-Man. When he sees MJ and I forget his best friend's name. Ned. I want to say Nate for some reason. Ned. When he sees them at the shop where MJ's working, he's like, "Hey, can I help you?" I was like, "Oh,
it hurts."
No,
it's a good hurt. And then seeing Ned come in, they start talking and everything. He's just FOMO.
Yeah.
FOMO.
Oh, it's like. And then he walks off.
Honest to God, I'd probably ask Dr. Strange to erase my memory from my best friends because I wouldn't be able.
Oh yeah.
To keep living, and then knowing that all of my homies forgot.
Yeah.
Can't.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Can't. See,
here's my thing about that though. Everyone forgot him.
Yeah.
They didn't. Doctor Strange didn't delete the history of Peter Parker, which means that that Peter Parker should still have access to Tony Stark's resources via those glasses.
Okay,
we'll see. You don't know because he moves into that dingy apartment.
Yeah, but I think he's starting from zero, so I don't even think they're gonna jump to him going back to. I think they're gonna start from him, ground zero again.
Yeah,
and just being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm actually really interested on where that will take up. But all right, guys, last one on the list to round out our MCU movie tier list. I had to move this into the last place because we knew what it was. Avengers Endgame. Now, how I said what?
No, go ahead, continue.
No, what? No, I want to hear it now. No,
Okay.
you got to say it.
Okay.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping this rolling.
No, that's fine.
What?
I was gonna say a movie, but I was just like, I think we already said all the movies.
No, we didn't.
What was the movie that we didn't?
Avengers Endgame.
Well, that one. But did we mention all the MCU movies? We did, huh?
So this is only up until Multiverse of Madness. That was the most recent movie on this list.
You could cut this out. I was thinking about I was trying to figure out another trashy movie, and I was just like, you didn't mention this movie, but go ahead.
Okay, Avengers Endgame. How earlier we said Avengers Infinity War was your kid getting into finding out they failed high school and they became a super senior. This jumps.
Look, all right. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
This jumps to 7-figure career.
This is basically okay. I can see that.
So this is the comeback. This is avenging the universe. They get their get back. When they got,
they went and got it back.
They went and got it back, and they gave the gotter their got.
Yeah, because they got another got. Because that got had a lot of gots, and they got the gots.
Yeah. Okay, we're just being stupid at this point. Yeah, Endgame. I wouldn't say it was as spectacular as Infinity War for the entire movie, because you are left with the core Avengers.
Yeah.
The original Avengers that were in the first Avengers.
Yep.
Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man,
Captain America.
Hulk, Captain America, Thor. Mm-hmm. And then there's Ant-Man there. But was Captain Marvel was there too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But she didn't help in the key mission.
No.
She didn't.
No.
Stupid. But, at the beginning of the movie, they get theirs. They go to Thanos. They say, fuck you, dog.
Yeah.
Aim for the head.
For the head.
Oh. Found out the Infinity Stones are done. Game over. Nothing left. What do we do? Fuck. This is the end. Tony's like, I'm going back to my family. I started what was going on, But then Captain America was like, nah, there's got to be something that we could do. There's got to be. They go into it deep. They go into it heavy. And they realize time travel.
Ant-Man. That's why Ant-Man was there. That's the only reason why Ant-Man was there.
Oh yeah, that is the only reason why Ant-Man was there, because he was in the quantum realm.
He's the one that said you guys can technically travel.
Yeah.
With this device.
Yeah. So they find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
Tony Stark finds a way to make it work. But
that too. They needed him just to icing on the cake.
Yeah.
It's still a cake, but they need the icing.
So I thought it was very well written, but kind of slept on. The fact that Tony Stark and everyone was in agreement that, hey, we're not unsnapping what Thanos did.
Yeah.
We're bringing back everyone who was snapped back to the current time. Yeah. So any changes that happened in the past 4 years or whatever the time skip was, they're coming up 4 years from now. Yeah. Okay, we're bringing them to the present because there's a lot of changes, a lot of things that happened within that 4 years because people and other creatures in the universe still moved on. Yep. Specifically, Tony's kid.
Yeah.
I love you 3000. Oh. I remember hearing a whole bunch of things about that. I was like, why I love you 3000? It's like, it's because at the beginning of Endgame toward the beginning of Endgame when Tony's putting his daughter to sleep, he says, I love you. He says, I love you a ton. And then she gave a smart ass answer like, oh, I love you 3000. Because it was more than a ton, because a ton's only 1,000. So I was like, oh, that's a bar. That's a fucking bar. I love you 3000. Nuts. Oh my God. The emotional ties at the very end. Not just the main fight, which was top.
Talk about redemption.
Yeah, talk about the redemption. Everybody coming together to help each other out. Oh my God. Beautiful. And it showed everyone's get back. Yeah. They're like, no, I'm fucking you up. They gave the girls to have a chance to shine. Yeah. Even Pepper Potts, who wasn't even a fighter, she was like, she was in her suit. She's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah. This is for my daughter, bitch.
Yeah. Like they laid the work in. So coming to the end, Tony makes the ultimate sacrifice, calling back to the first Iron Man, where he says, "I am Iron Man." Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
oh,
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
yeah. Oh my God, I am inevitable. I am Iron Man. Boy, boy. Oh my God.
Hurts every time.
Oh, it hurts every time.
Hurts every time.
And then he's slowly fading. He's like, Tony, Mr. Stark, we did it. We won, Mr. Stark. We won. And then he's, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God.
Cinema.
Yeah, cinema indeed. And then Pepper Potts comes over.
Oh.
Oh!
Cinema.
Oh!
Cinema.
And then I see, honestly, that was the biggest impact. The impact of Captain America going back in time to return all the stones and not returning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like,
Yeah.
see, I forget who I was talking to, but it was before Steve Rogers went back in time. He's talking to Bucky. He's like, "You sure you want to do this?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm gonna miss you." I was like, "Man, Bucky knew.
Yeah.
Bucky knew he was gonna stay back then."
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't realize that until like literally like recent. I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then Mac is like, "What's going on?" And, like, you know, Ant-Man and they're like, "Oh, there's no signal. There's no return signal." And then Falcon just sees old man Steve standing right there, sitting next to the lake. Pass over the torch, the shield. Oh my God! Like just allowing the title to be moved on, but laying more groundwork for steps to come, which leads into many series that we haven't talked about. But I would say overall, the bulk of the story of them going back in time was mid. But when they came back to the present and they unsnapped everything, and that final fight, I think from that alone, plus the ending of Tony Stark with the ultimate sacrifice and everything, I think that alone should put Avengers Endgame in S tier.
Oh, I mean the movie, overall.
Yeah, top tier. What are your feelings about it, bro?
Looks like I gotta restart watching the MCU.
Honestly, bro, I was thinking, damn, there's some bangers on this. There's some fucking bangers. And I haven't even, like, outside of like what, last year or the year before when we were watching all the series together. Outside of that and Shang-Chi like a month or two ago, I haven't watched anything else. I know they came out with, was it season 2 of Loki?
Yeah, season 2 of Loki.
Wait, how does season 2 end?
Of Loki? Oh, I can't say.
Why? Wait, where Loki ends for me is he becomes what? He kills the Keeper of Time and he becomes that guy.
Oh yeah, you got
Is there more after that?
I think you got more after that.
Okay, so I'll need to catch up on that. There wasn't season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
Nope.
Because Brave New World is out now.
Yeah.
Which obviously
yeah. So there's no season 2 because that led up to the movie.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, this list was limited, guys. Obviously, within the past few years, there are some movies that were released that aren't on this list, and we didn't talk about any series. But Ratu, is there any honorable mentions that you would like to add to the list, or just mention for the video?
Like movies?
Yeah,
I can't even think of them all right now. What we missed out on? I think the only one that did we even mention Quantumania?
No, that wasn't on the list. Because that was, I think that was released after Multiverse of Madness.
I think Quantumania is the only one I could think of that was like probably post after all of that.
Probably. Is there anything of recent that you would like to mention? I will get an updated list. With all the newer movies.
Yeah, I think we'll just do the updated list because I can't even think.
Okay.
Right now, what's the most recent Marvel movie that I watched? And even if so, then
the most recent one worth mention that wasn't on this list for me, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that one's there. Oh, okay, yeah, that one's different. That we could save that because I was gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh yeah, that's not on this list as well.
Yeah,
so
but we could save that for another. We could do an updated.
Yeah, we'll do more recent ones. But all right, guys, thank you for tuning in. This episode was quite long, but I think it was really good.
Very productive.
Very productive indeed.
Brought back some feelings.
If you guys want us to do another ranking list. Let us know in the comments below what you guys want us to talk about. I actually have quite a few things, but subscribe for more content. Give us a thumbs up. Share this with all your friends and family. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads. I'm on Threads. We're on Twitter as well, or X. Yeah, just let us know.
X-Force.
X-Force, go home. Go home. Go home. All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace, y'all.